God tested Abraham, and God will test you too. My dear friends, today I want to take you on a journey of faith, love, and unimaginable sacrifice found in the powerful passage of Genesis 22:19. It is a story that will touch the depths of your soul and ignite a fire within your heart. Prepare yourself for a tale that will stir your emotions, uplift your spirit, and remind you of the incredible power of trust in God's plan. In this passage, we find ourselves standing with Abraham, a man chosen by God, known for his faithfulness and righteousness. But little did he know that a tremendous test awaited him, a test that would push him to the very limits of his faith. Can you imagine the weight upon Abraham's heart when God spoke to him, saying, "Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there as a burnt offering"? The shock and disbelief he must have felt must have been overwhelming. Isaac was the child of promise, the one through whom God's covenant blessings would flow. Yet here he was, being asked to sacrifice his own beloved son. But my friends, what stands out in this story is not just Abraham's obedience, but his unwavering trust in God. Without hesitation, he rose early in the morning, saddled his donkey, and took Isaac along. Can you sense the weight of emotions within Abraham's heart as he prepared for this unthinkable task? As they journeyed towards Moriah, Isaac, his innocent and unknowing son, asked, "Behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering?" Oh, the depth of those words! Isaac was unaware of the role he would play in this divine drama, and yet Abraham, with profound faith, replied, "God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering, my son." Arriving at the appointed place, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood, his hands trembling yet resolute. Can you feel the tension in the air, the heaviness of the moment? As he stretched out his hand to take the knife, ready to offer up his precious Isaac, an angel of the Lord called out, "Do not lay your hand on the boy or do anything to him, for now I know that you fear God, seeing you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me." Imagine the overwhelming relief that washed over Abraham's soul as he realized that God had provided a substitute offering, a ram caught in a thicket nearby. It was a sign of God's provision, a tangible reminder that he always has a plan, even in the most challenging and seemingly impossible situations. My dear friends, this story speaks to us on many levels. It reminds us of the depth of trust we are called to have in our Heavenly Father, even when circumstances seem contrary to His promises. It teaches us that obedience, even in the face of unimaginable sacrifice, yields immeasurable blessings. In Hebrews 11:17-19 we read, "By faith Abraham, when he was tested, offered up Isaac, and he who had received the promises was in the act of offering up his only son, of whom it was said, 'Through Isaac shall your offspring be named.' He considered that God was able even to raise him from the dead, from which, figuratively speaking, he did receive him back." Abraham's faith was unshakable. He believed that God's promises would be fulfilled, even if it meant God raising Isaac from the dead. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains, my friends. The faith that defies logic and holds firm to the truth that God is faithful, no matter the circumstances. As we reflect on this incredible story, let it inspire us to cultivate a faith like Abraham's. Let us trust that God always has a plan, even when we cannot see it. Let us obey, even when it is difficult, and know that our obedience will be rewarded. Let us hold fast to the promises of God, knowing that He is faithful to fulfill them. In conclusion, my dear friends, may this story of Abraham and Isaac resonate deeply within your hearts. May it encourage you to place your trust fully in God's unfailing love and providence. Remember, even in the darkest of moments, God is at work, crafting a beautiful narrative that surpasses our understanding. Trust in Him, obey His voice, and be assured that His blessings will abound. Remember, God tests his people not to bring harm or to cause unnecessary suffering, but rather to refine and strengthen their faith. Through tests, God reveals the true nature of our hearts, allowing us to grow and develop a deeper intimacy with him. These trials serve as opportunities for us to demonstrate our trust and obedience, to rely on his guidance, and to surrender our own will to his perfect plan. Just as God tested Abraham, he will also test each one of us. These tests may come in various forms and at unexpected times. They serve to refine our character, deepen our faith, and draw us closer to God. In these moments of testing, let us remember Abraham's unwavering trust and obedience, knowing that God is faithful to provide and guide us through every challenge. As we embrace these tests with courage and reliance on God's strength, we will emerge stronger, wiser, and more equipped to fulfill our purpose in his kingdom. God's tests are meant to shape us into vessels of his grace and power, equipping us to fulfill. May your faith be ignited, and may you walk forward with unwavering trust, knowing that the God who provided for Abraham in his most trying moment will likewise provide for you in every circumstance of your life. It's my humble prayer. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing and sharing with your loved ones.